I was scared to speak my truth, but once I found my voice, I realized that sharing a house means sharing the work, the love, and the respect equally. My name is Simone. I am 37 years old. I live in a big house. I share this house with my family, but I feel alone. I have 2 children. Jonas is 10 years old. Matilda is 8 years old. I love them very much. I also have a husband. His name is Kenneth. We married 12 years ago. We were happy then. But things changed. Every day, I wake up early. I make breakfast for everyone. I cook eggs and toast. I pour juice and milk. The children eat fast. Kenneth eats fast too. Nobody talks much. Nobody looks at me. I sit with them, but I feel invisible. After breakfast, I clean the kitchen. I wipe the table. I sweep the floor. The work never ends. My hands are always busy, but my heart feels empty. I take the children to school. I drive them every morning. They talk about games. They talk about friends. I listen and smile. Then I come back home. The house waits for me. It always waits. I do the laundry. I fold the clothes. I put them away. I vacuum the floors. I dust the furniture. I make the beds. Every day is the same. The same work, the same silence. At noon, I make lunch for myself. Sometimes I eat a sandwich. Sometimes I eat soup. I eat alone in the quiet kitchen. The clock ticks. The house is empty. I am alone. I used to paint. I loved to paint. I painted flowers and trees. I painted the sky and the sea. I painted birds and rivers. But I stopped. I had no time. The family needed me more. Or that is what I thought. My old paints are in a box. The box is in the closet. I never open it now. Sometimes I think about my paintings. I miss them. I miss the colors. I miss the joy, but I push the thoughts away. I tell myself I have no time. In the afternoon, I pick up the children. They tell me about school. I listen and smile. We come home. They do homework. I help them. I check their work. I make them snacks. I answer their questions. Then I start dinner. I chop vegetables. I cook meat. I boil rice or pasta. I set the table. I call everyone to eat. Kenneth comes home late. He works hard. He looks tired. He sits at the table. He eats his food. He does not ask about my day. He does not say thank you. He does not look at me. We eat in silence. The children talk a little. Kenneth reads his phone. I am there, but I am not seen. After dinner, I clean again. I wash more dishes. I put food away. I wipe the counters. Kenneth goes to watch TV. The children play or read. I work alone. I am always alone. I help the children get ready for bed. I read them stories. I kiss them goodnight. I close their doors. Then the house is quiet, very quiet. Kenneth is still watching TV. I sit next to him sometimes. We do not talk. He does not hold my hand. He does not ask how I feel. I am just there, like furniture, like a chair or a lamp. I go to bed tired. My body hurts. My heart feels empty. I lie in the dark. Kenneth sleeps next to me, but I feel so far away. We are in the same bed, but we are not together. This is my life. I wake up. I work. I cook. I clean. I take care of everyone. I do everything, but nobody sees me. I am invisible in my own house. I gave up my dreams. I gave up painting. I gave up myself. I did it for love. I did it for my family. But now I wonder, does anyone notice? Does anyone care? I do not know. The days are all the same. Wake up, work, sleep. Wake up, work, sleep. The routine never changes. I am so tired. I am so empty. I feel like a machine, not a person, just a machine. One evening, Kenneth spoke to me. He said something new. I looked up. I was surprised. Kenneth said his brother needed a place to stay. His name was Desmond. Kenneth did not ask me. He told me. He decided already. I felt small. I felt ignored. Again. Desmond lost his job. He needed a room for a while. Kenneth said Desmond would come tomorrow. Then Kenneth walked away. He did not wait for my answer. He did not care what I thought. I stood in the kitchen. My hands shook a little. One more person. One more mouth to feed. More work for me. But I could not say no. Kenneth already said yes. That night I could not sleep well. I worried. Who was Desmond? What did he want? How long would he stay? I had so many questions, but nobody answered them. The next day, Desmond arrived. He came in the afternoon. Kenneth opened the door. I stood behind Kenneth. Desmond was tall. He was thinner than Kenneth. He wore old jeans and a gray shirt. He carried one bag, just one small bag. Desmond said hello. His voice was quiet. He looked at me. He said I must be Simone. I said yes. I told him to come in. Desmond walked inside slowly. He looked around. He seemed careful. He seemed lost. Kenneth showed Desmond the guest room. It was small. It had a bed and a desk. Desmond put his bag down. He said thank you. Kenneth just nodded. Then Kenneth left the room fast. The house felt strange now. We had one more person, but the air felt heavy. He avoided Desmond. The brothers did not look at each other. At dinner, we all sat together. The children stared at Desmond. They were curious. Desmond smiled at them. He asked their names. Jonas said his name. Matilda said her name. Desmond said it was nice to meet them. He sounded warm. He sounded kind. We ate in silence after that. Kenneth ate fast. He left the table early. Desmond stayed. He helped me clear the plates. I told him he did not have to do that, but Desmond said he wanted to help. He said thank you for dinner. He said it was very good. I stopped. Nobody said thank you for my food. Not in a long time. I felt something strange. I felt surprised. I felt seen. The next few days were odd. Desmond stayed in his room mostly. He came out for meals. He was always polite. He always said thank you. He always smiled. Kenneth ignored Desmond. When Desmond spoke, Kenneth said little. Kenneth left rooms when Desmond entered. The brothers did not talk about their problems. They did not talk at all. I cooked and cleaned like always. But now Desmond noticed. He saw me work. He saw me carry laundry. He saw me cook every meal. He saw me clean every room. One morning, Desmond found me in the kitchen. I washed dishes. My hands were in soap and water. Desmond asked if he could help. I said no. I said it was fine. But Desmond picked up a towel. He dried the dishes. We worked together. We did not talk, but it felt different. It felt nice. Kenneth saw us once. He frowned. He walked away fast. He seemed annoyed. I felt confused. What did I do wrong? Desmond was more work for me. I cooked more food. I cleaned more dishes. I washed more clothes. But Desmond was also different. He saw me. He thanked me. He helped sometimes. He talked to me. I did not know what to think. Desmond was a stranger. He was Kenneth's brother. But Desmond noticed things Kenneth never saw. Desmond cared about things Kenneth ignored. At night, I lay in bed. I thought about the changes. The house felt different now. Something shifted. I could not name it, but I felt it. Something was different. One afternoon, something changed. The children were at school. Kenneth was at work. I thought I was alone. I went to my bedroom. I opened the closet. I found the old box. The box with my paints. I opened it slowly. Inside were brushes and colors. I saw tubes of paint. I saw my old sketchbook. I picked it up. I opened it. The pages had my old drawings. Flowers, trees, the ocean, the sky. I drew them years ago. I touched the pages. I felt sad. I missed this so much. I did not hear Desmond. He walked past my room. The door was open. He stopped. He looked inside. He said sorry. He said he did not mean to disturb me. I closed the book fast. I felt embarrassed. I said it was nothing, but Desmond asked if he could see. He pointed at the book. I looked at him. He seemed interested. His eyes were kind. I opened the book again. I showed him. Desmond came closer. He looked at my drawings. He smiled. He said they were beautiful. I said they were old. I said I did not draw anymore. Desmond asked why not. I did not know what to say. I said I had no time. Desmond said that was sad. He said I had real talent. Nobody said that to me before. Not in years. I felt something warm in my chest. I felt seen. I felt real. The next day, Desmond helped me again. The kitchen cabinet broke. The door fell off. I tried to fix it. I could not. Desmond saw me. He came over. He said he would try. He fixed the door. He found tools. He worked carefully. It took him 20 minutes. Then it was done. I said thank you. I felt grateful. Kenneth never fixed things. He always said he was too busy. He always said he would do it later, but later never came. Desmond and I started to talk more. Small talks. Short conversations. We talked while I cooked. We talked while I cleaned. Desmond asked me questions. He asked about my life. He asked about my past. Kenneth never asked these things. Kenneth never cared. One day, Desmond asked if I always wanted children. I said yes, but I also wanted other things. Desmond asked if I meant painting. I said yes. I said I wanted to be an artist, but life changed. I chose family instead. Desmond said I could still paint. He said it was not too late. I looked at him. Could I? Was it possible? I did not know. But his words stayed with me. They stayed in my heart. One evening, the children needed help. Kenneth was home, but he watched TV. He did not move. He did not care. Desmond saw this. Desmond said he could help them. He told me to rest. He sat with Jonas and Matilda. He helped them with homework. He was patient. He listened to them. The children liked him. I sat down. I rested for 10 minutes. It felt strange. It felt good. Nobody ever told me to rest. Nobody ever cared if I was tired. But Kenneth noticed. Kenneth saw Desmond help. Kenneth saw me sit. His face changed. He looked angry. He called my name. He said he needed coffee. I stood up. I went to make coffee. Desmond looked at me. He looked confused, but he said nothing. Kenneth became more difficult. He criticized me more. He found problems with my cooking. He said the house was messy. He asked for more things. He complained about everything. One day Kenneth asked why his shirt was not ironed. I said I did not have time. Kenneth said I had time to sit and talk. He said I had time for that. His voice was mean. His words hurt. I felt hurt. I felt angry too, but I stayed quiet. I did not fight back. Not yet. The difference was so clear now. Desmond was kind. Kenneth was not. Desmond helped me. Kenneth demanded more. Desmond saw me. Kenneth looked through me. Desmond made me feel human. Kenneth made me feel invisible. One night I could not sleep. I got up. I went to the kitchen. I wanted water. I saw my old sketchbook on the table. Desmond left it there. He found it earlier. He said I should keep it out. He said I should not hide it. I picked it up. I looked at my old drawings. I wanted to draw again. I wanted it so much. The feeling was so strong. I found a pencil. I found paper. I sat at the table. I started to draw. I drew a cup. I drew the window. I drew the moon outside. It felt wonderful. My hand remembered. The pencil moved. The lines appeared. I felt alive. I felt like myself. I felt real again. I drew for an hour. Then I heard a sound. Desmond came into the kitchen. He saw me. He smiled. He said I was drawing. He sounded happy. I said yes. I felt shy, but I also felt proud. Desmond said to keep going. He said not to stop. He got water. He left me alone, but his words stayed with me. After that night, I drew more. I drew when everyone slept. I drew in my room. I drew small pictures. I hid them in my drawer, but I drew. I drew every night. I felt different. I felt a small light inside me. It was small, but it was there. It grew a little each day. I was not just a wife. I was not just a mother. I was Simone. I was a person. I had dreams. I had talents. I forgot them. But now I remembered. Desmond's presence changed things. He did not do much. He just noticed me. He just talked to me. He just helped sometimes. But it was enough. It reminded me I was important too. My feelings mattered. My dreams mattered. I mattered. I looked at Kenneth now. I saw him clearly. He took me for granted. He did not care about me. He only cared about himself. He used me. He ignored me. He treated me like a servant, not like a wife, not like a partner, not like a person. I felt sad. I felt angry, but I also felt something else. I felt hope. Maybe things could change. Maybe I could change them. Maybe I had power. Maybe I had a voice. I did not know what would happen, but I knew one thing. I would not stay invisible anymore. I would not forget myself again. I would not be silent forever. It happened on a Saturday morning. Kenneth stayed home. The children played outside. I thought I was alone. I sat in the living room. I had my sketchbook. I drew a picture of flowers. I was focused. I did not hear Kenneth. Kenneth came into the room. He saw me. He saw the sketchbook. He stopped. He asked what I was doing. His voice was sharp. I said I was drawing. I felt nervous. Kenneth said, "Drawing?" He asked if I had time for that. I said I drew at night. I said I drew after everyone slept. Kenneth said the laundry was not done. He said I had time to draw. His voice was angry. I said I did the laundry yesterday. My voice shook a little. Kenneth looked angry. He walked away. But I felt his anger. It filled the room. It filled the house. Later that day, Desmond and I talked. We stood in the kitchen. Desmond told me about a book. I listened and smiled. Kenneth walked in. He saw us. He saw me smile. His face turned red. Kenneth said my name. He said he needed to talk to me. Desmond looked uncomfortable. He said he would go. He left fast. Kenneth stared at me. He asked what was going on. I said nothing was going on. I said we just talked. Kenneth said I smiled at Desmond. He said I never smiled at him. I said he never talked to me. The words came out fast. I surprised myself. Kenneth asked what that meant. His voice got louder. I said he never asked about my day. I said he never said thank you. I said he never saw me. Kenneth said he worked all day. He said he worked for this family. I said I worked all day too. My voice got louder too. I said I cooked. I cleaned. I took care of everyone. But nobody saw it. Nobody cared. Kenneth said that was my job. He said I was a wife. I was a mother. His words hit me hard. They hurt, but they also made me angry. I said I had feelings. I had dreams. I gave up everything for this family. But what did I get? Kenneth said I had a house. I had children. I had a husband. He asked what more I wanted. I said I wanted respect. I felt tears in my eyes. I said I wanted someone to see me. I wanted my life back. Kenneth said my life. He laughed. It was not a nice laugh. He asked if I wanted to paint. He asked if I wanted to play. I said I wanted to be happy. I said I was so tired. I was so empty. I felt invisible in my own house. Kenneth said this was about Desmond. His voice was cold. He said I liked Desmond. He said I wanted him instead. I said no. I said this was about us. About Kenneth and me. I said Desmond just showed me something. He showed me that I mattered. He talked to me. He helped me. He saw me. Kenneth never did that. Kenneth asked if he was a bad husband. His face was very red now. I said he took me for granted. I said he used me. He never asked what I needed. He never thanked me. I was just a housekeeper to him, not a wife, not a partner. Kenneth stared at me. He said nothing for a moment. Then he shouted. He said he gave me everything. He worked hard. He paid for everything. And this was what he got. I complained. I wanted more. I was never happy. I shouted back. I said I did not want things. I wanted him to care. I wanted him to see me. I wanted him to love me like a person. Kenneth said he did love me. But his voice was not soft. It was angry. I said he loved what I did for him. He loved his clean house. He loved his hot meals. He loved his iron shirts. But he did not love me, the real me. He did not even know me. The words poured out. Years of silence broke. Years of hurt came out. I could not stop. I did not want to stop. I said I gave up my art. I gave up my friends. I gave up myself. I did it for love. I did it for family. But what did he give up? Nothing. He did what he wanted. He lived his life. Kenneth said, nobody asked me to give up anything. I said yes, he did. Every time he expected dinner. Every time he left his clothes on the floor. Every time he ignored me. He asked. He just did not say it with words. Kenneth's face changed. He looked shocked. He looked angry. He looked confused. Desmond appeared in the doorway. He heard us. His face looked worried. Desmond said, maybe he should leave. Kenneth said yes. He said Desmond should leave. He said Desmond caused this. I said no. I looked at Desmond. I said he did not cause this. This was here before he came. He just helped me see it. Kenneth asked what I saw. He looked at Desmond with hate. I said I saw that I deserved better. I said I was important too. My feelings mattered. Kenneth asked if I wanted to leave him. He asked if I wanted to run away with his brother. I said this was not about Desmond. I was tired of explaining. I said this was about us. About me. I would not be invisible anymore. I would not give up everything. I would not stay silent. Kenneth asked what I wanted from him. His voice was still loud. I said I wanted change. I wanted respect. I wanted him to share the work. I wanted time for myself. I wanted a real partner. Not a boss. Not someone who used me. Kenneth said that was impossible. He said I asked too much. I said no. I said I asked for basic things. Things every person deserved. Kenneth looked at me. He looked at Desmond. He shook his head. He said this was crazy. He walked out. He slammed the door. The house was quiet. I stood in the kitchen. My whole body shook, but I also felt something else. I felt strong. I felt alive. Desmond looked at me. He asked if I was okay. I said yes. I said I was scared, but I was okay. Desmond said he would find another place. He said he did not want to cause problems. I said he did not cause problems. The problems were always here. He just helped me find my voice. Desmond nodded. He looked sad. He said he was sorry. I said not to be sorry. I said thank you. Thank you for seeing me. That night, Kenneth did not come home. He stayed away. The children asked questions. I did not tell them everything. I lay in bed alone. I thought about what happened. I spoke my truth. I said the hard things. I could not take them back. I did not want to. Kenneth might leave. Kenneth might never change. But I knew something now. I would not go back. I would not be silent again. I would not forget myself. I chose me. I chose my voice. I chose my worth. It was scary. It was hard, but it was right. The next few days were very hard. Kenneth came home, but he did not talk to me. He stayed silent. He ate his meals. He left the room fast. The house felt cold. The children felt it too. They were quiet. They looked worried. I tried to smile for them. Desmond packed his bag. He found another place. A friend had a room. Desmond told me on Tuesday. He said he would leave tomorrow. He looked sad. I asked where he would go. He said his friend had space. He said it was better this way. I felt sad. Desmond helped me. He woke something inside me. But I understood. He needed to go. I said thank you. Thank you for everything. Desmond said to be strong. He said I deserved happiness. Desmond left on Wednesday morning. Kenneth did not say goodbye. Kenneth stayed in the bedroom. Desmond walked out. The door closed behind him. The house felt empty. Kenneth and I were alone now. No more Desmond. No more Buffer. We had to face each other. But I also felt relief. I spoke my truth. I said the hard words. They were out now. I could not take them back. That night, I made a decision. I found a small corner. It was near the window. I put a chair there. I put a small table there. This was my space now. I put my paints there. I put my sketchbook there. I put my brushes there. This corner was mine. Nobody could take it away. I told Kenneth. I said this was my painting corner. I said I would paint here every evening. Kenneth looked at it. He said nothing, but he did not argue. He just walked away. I started to paint that night. I painted for 1 hour. The children came to see. They watched me. They asked questions. I showed them my work. Matilda said it was beautiful. I said thank you. I felt happy. I also made new rules. I wrote them down. I read them to Kenneth. I said I would cook dinner, but he would clean the kitchen. I would do laundry, but he would fold clothes. I would help the children, but he would help too. Kenneth's face was hard. He asked if I wanted him to do housework. I said yes. I said we both lived here. We both made the mess. We both cleaned it. Kenneth said he worked all day. I said I did too. My work was here, but it was still work. Kenneth said nothing. He looked angry, but I did not back down. I stood firm. The first few days were bad. Kenneth did not help. I did not do his work. Dishes piled up. Clothes stayed dirty. The house was messy. The children asked questions. Jonas asked why the house was dirty. I said we were learning new ways. I said it took time. Kenneth finally broke. He cleaned the kitchen. He did it badly, but he did it. I said nothing. I just nodded. Kenneth started to change. It was slow. It was hard, but he tried. He washed dishes sometimes. He helped the children sometimes. He asked me questions sometimes. One night, Kenneth asked how my day was. I looked at him. He never asked before. I said it was good. I said I painted. Kenneth nodded. He looked uncomfortable, but he tried. We talked more. The talks were hard. They hurt, but they were honest. One night, Kenneth said he did not see me. He said he was selfish. He said he was sorry. I looked at him. He looked sad. He looked real. I said thank you. I said that meant something. Kenneth asked if we could fix this. His voice was quiet. I said I did not know, but we could try. He had to really change, not just say it, do it. Kenneth said he would try. I wanted to believe him, but I also knew actions mattered, not words. I would watch. I would wait. 3 months passed. Many things changed. I changed most of all. I got a job at an art shop. I work 3 days a week. I help customers. I talk about art. I love it. It makes me happy. I paint every evening now. My corner is full of paintings. Some are good, some are not. But they are mine. They are part of me. I still cook and clean, but Kenneth helps now. He washes dishes every night. He does laundry on Sundays. He helps the children with homework. It is not perfect, but it is better. We talk more now. The talks are still hard sometimes, but they are real. We listen to each other. We try to understand. Last week, Kenneth said he was wrong. He said he did not see me. He said he took everything for granted. I said yes. He did. Kenneth said he was trying to change. He said he wanted to be better. I said I saw that. I said to keep trying. I do not know our future. Kenneth and I might stay together. We might grow close again. Or we might decide to separate. Both paths are okay now. I am okay either way. Because I found something important. I found myself. I found my worth. It does not come from Kenneth. It comes from inside me. Tonight, I sit in my corner. I paint a new picture. It is a picture of a door. The door is open. Light comes through it. Kenneth sits on the couch. He reads with Jonas. Matilda does her homework at the table. The house is quiet. But it is a good quiet, a peaceful quiet. I look around my home. I am not invisible. I am not silent. I am here. I am present. I am seen. Kenneth looks at me. I look back. We smile a little. It is not like before. It is not perfect love, but it is real. It is honest. It is respectful. Maybe we will heal completely. Maybe we will not, but we try. We both try. The open door, the light, it reminds me of my journey. I was in darkness. I felt trapped. But I found my way out. I opened my own door. I am not the old Simone anymore. The old Simone disappeared. She gave up everything. She stayed silent. She felt worthless. The new Simone is different. She has a voice. She has dreams. She has worth. She stands up for herself. She is strong. I do not know what tomorrow brings. Life is uncertain. But I am not scared. I have myself. I have my strength. I have my art. I have my children. I have hope. I share this house. But now I share it as an equal, as a person, as someone who matters. And that makes all the difference. I pick up my brush. I add more light to my painting. The light grows. It fills the canvas. It fills my heart. I am Simone. I am here. I am alive. I am free. If you want to hear more stories about life, love, and finding yourself, make sure to subscribe to Teddy English Story and turn on notifications now.